Good morning, good afternoon, and happy Friday. It was a slower day today, but still a nice green day. I can't be mad about it. We're going to walk through every trade that I took, the importance of staying disciplined and sitting back and being patient, because this is a great example in SYNX this morning. It was the perfect setup, the perfect stock, and never really set up until later in the morning. And I caught a little win on it, then I shut down, and next thing this thing continues to just roll and roll and roll after volume dried up. I'm very surprised. But let's go ahead and break it all down. Overall, not a bad morning. We actually had some pretty good stuff we were watching today, like AIFF, which I was able to take some pretty good trades on today from last night's free watch list. If you watched it, if you don't watch it, make sure you do. But I was watching 5 things in the market open. We have PRSO, TURB, RITR, TPET, and SYNX. Now, of course, TURB, TPET, both your energy plays. PRSO had the drone contract news, which was almost identical to GXAI yesterday. SYNX had tactical war news as well, Iran war news. So all of these really fit our current theme, other than RITR, which was a Chinese real estate name. And I was watching it because it looked pretty good. I never played it today. So today was leading gapper going into market open and turned out to be a dang turd out of the bell. Making a move sort of late in the morning here, but price action was so bad out of open. Consolidate. Now I knew it was going to be choppy out of the bell because again we have these sort of nasty, grindy, stair-steppy ascending channel setups, just really nasty. So I figured this thing was probably going to chop around today. I was not expecting it to be this choppy. Of course, I did not play it. This candle here, it pops up over the highs. Look at this, grabs liquidity, pops down from 190 to 150, a 40-cent move to the downside. I mean, this is just gross. You got to stay far away. TURB I was also watching today, which I did not trade. I was going to try and play it here off the pullback to the 9 EMA after breaking over its opening highs over VWAP. I didn't play it because the spreads here were gross. So I was a little bit freaked out. So I hesitated and I said, you know what? It's just not worth the risk. By this time, too, you've got to think. This was already 10:17 in the morning. I'd already been here sitting with a small green day. And I was so hesitant to take a trade because I'm like, oh, no, I don't want to give back my small green day here. RITR, of course, I never traded. That also never met criteria. And again, didn't really fit the theme either, but it never got breaking down, as you can see. TPET I did trade today, and I actually traded it extremely well. Now, I was watching this over its pre-market highs, which, of course, if you look back here, you zoom back, and you'll see we had the breakout here over about $2.20 over these pre-market highs. And so I was watching it because we were testing the high of day from yesterday, right there off of 250, and I was looking for the room back to 250. Well, we had a really good setup here where we have this first move at market open. I want you to look at this here. This is a great example of trading the supply and demand we had formed here out of the bell. Perfect opportunity. You have this first leg, right? We leg up to the upside here from 210 to about 230. We reject, we sell back off here to retest the 220s, and we get bought back up aggressively back up into the high. So what that tells me is price trying to pull back, and a big buyer stepped in here. I know that buyers are interested at this price. All right, cool. So they respected off the 90 MA, bought up to the previous highs, then it pulls back again to the previous area. Now again, as that confirms, so what I mean by that is look at this. This candle broke back over the previous candle's high. That's where I nailed the entry, risking off of these previous lows for the range back up into a previous high of day. And I got the move here. You can see I got the move here from 228 to 237. So a 10-cent move. And I was only risking here from 228 down to about 222. So 5 cents of risk, and I got a 10-cent move. I'm happy with that. This is what kept me where I am today in the nice and green. So TPET was nice. SYNX is one that I really thought was going to go today. And the thing is, it eventually did late in the morning. This morning, I tried to play it back in pre-market. You see, the news here was perfect, and I really thought it was going to get squeezing higher. And so I see this first move, the 1, 2, 3 candle move to the upside as soon as that headline hit. And I'm diving deeper into it because I don't see the headline initially until I look over at my news feed and I see the news there inside of the chat room. And so I pull it up. I see the news. Well, for one, it's an Israel stock. For two, the news here is perfect with the current theme in the market, which you can see here now. Wins over 620,000 tactical systems order for a Middle East military. Wow, Middle East military, Israel, war going on. This is perfect. This is perfect. Literally fits the theme to a T. Share price is good. Float is good. I mean, you're looking here at a 2.5 million share float. So just everything here was perfect. And so I take this first win here where I try to take it for the squeeze over VWAP. We can see I got a little move here, but then it hesitates and I took a full exit. And so then later in the morning, I'm like, well, I can't play it anywhere through here, right? Or anywhere down here because we are, again, beneath this high back here from where it retested VWAP earlier in the morning. And so I know I've got to wait to clear out these sellers here from earlier on. And like I said on stream today, if we do see volume back over 140, I want to play this. And it ended up working out really well. I saw price break over 140. I waited for that candle to close, took the next pullback right there off of VWAP, and I played it there at 142. Stop loss down here at 138, about 4 cents of risk. And I got to move here to about $1.51. So again, about a 2-to-1 move, give or take, a little bit more. And again, I'm just happy with that. Super happy. Of course, I missed the later move this morning. I wrapped up around 10:50 or so, and this began to dry up again back underneath VWAP. And I said, you know what? It's backside, volume dead. And so I, of course, left it alone all through here. But at the same time, you've got to think, I was so small green at this point from TPET. I was already worried about turning my day into a red day with one loss, which can always happen. Of course, nothing is ever guaranteed. So I wanted to trade the best setups, and I was just wanting to get a little bit more green and just step away. And so I got some more profits here. I was happy with that. I played it the best that I could. Volume dried up and I stepped away. So then we had AIFF, which this was from last night's watch list and ended up working to a T today. Price action was kind of funky from the get-go, but ended up clearing up and I was able to take a pretty good trade there towards the end. So I actually took this at first. And of course, if you don't know what the game plan here was, if you missed last night's watch list video, I will show you real quick. This was a perfect setup. Let me show you on the hourly chart. It might be a little bit easier for you to see. We had this perfect inside bar breakout setup. And so we actually have, look at this. We have this high to lower high that I was looking for the breakout of today. And so, of course, price breaks above those previous highs. And let me zoom back in here and show you. I had such a good setup on this. And now it said price action wasn't great to start. Surprisingly, I had so much conviction here. Now this is a perfect setup. And so I take the pullback here off the 90 MA, and I was looking for that quick squeeze back up through highs. And a big seller comes in here. And so I take a first little loss here. Right? I kept it small, but first little loss comes in here, and I just cut it. I said, you know what? Let me just wait for confirmation, because it's just, that was a big seller that came in. You can see it here. So I sat back. Next candle, I took a re-entry as we confirmed back off the 90 MA, made that loss back relatively quickly. And then it began to hesitate. Well, I'm scared this is going to happen again. So I just went ahead and took a full profit and sat back. Well, we came to retest this previous high, and as it begins to pull back off the 90 MA, we can look at this candle here and look at the lack of volume on these pullbacks off the 90 MA. And these candles were getting smaller and smaller and smaller, again showing that the sell side exhaustion was there. We just weren't seeing selling pressure off those highs, despite having the double top formed here. So I nailed my entry, stop loss underneath the bottom of this candle. And so what I have here is entry at 196, stop loss at 192, so about we'll say 5 cents of risk. And I got to move here to about 208. And so again, about a 10-cent move. And so same story here, about a 2-to-1 trade. So just like TPET, which was 2-to-1, this was 2-to-1, and so was my SYNX. And so a lot of good trades today, a bit slow because of your chop on, say, your oil stock like BATL. Again, price action was pretty terrible here. I'm just tired of the oil. I'm tired of the oils. So tired of the oils, but hopefully the oil theme dies off here soon. Overall, I had some really good trades today. I executed really well. It's just a matter of just being a Friday, really, just being a slower Friday. I traded really well, and yeah, that's all I can ask for. So with that, overall, I'm happy. I couldn't have asked for a better day. It's Friday, going to the weekend stress-free with a good little green day. It was a good green week. A lot of volatility with the war stuff going on, but as much as war is terrible and as much as it is a terrible thing, obviously that uncertainty does bring a lot of volatility and opportunities to the markets, which we as traders have got to take advantage of. So ready for next week. Gonna get back to it. Hopefully y'all had an awesome day today. Of course, as always, let me know how you did today. Hopefully you had an awesome green day. A lot of patience was tested today with a lot of you, I'm sure. But overall, super stoked. Ready for next week. Comment below how you did today. As always, if you learned a thing or two, make sure to subscribe for daily content just like this. And as always, make sure to claim your 7-day free trial to trade alongside me every single day next week. And I'll catch you guys there. Have an awesome weekend. Be safe, be responsible, don't go over trading. I'll see you back then.